Well, St. Peter's trying out a new traffic configuration along part of Front Street. City crews recently installed a demonstration for potential permanent change that features temporary lanes and a roundabout. The demonstration was installed last week and is meant to slow down traffic going through the area, a problem that the city says was a common complaint by residents living there. The demonstration is expected to run until October, at which point the city will decide whether permanent changes should be installed.
The two things that we're trying to accomplish, the feedback that we're getting from citizens is that it's accomplishing those things. And so we'll probably have a demonstration up here until October. We'll take it down for winter, take the feedback from citizens to see if they want to continue on a more permanent basis.
A similar demonstration is set to be installed on 3rd Street in the middle of August. A Duluth man's death is now considered suspicious after his body was found in an apartment that caught fire. That update coming from Duluth police this afternoon. That fire broke out around 2:30 Thursday morning in an apartment building on 47th Avenue East in Lakeside. 25-year-old Maxton Gudowski's body was found in the same unit where the fire started. Police say they are still investigating and have not said how Gudowski died or why they think his death is suspicious.